Watching the Highlight Zone with Wayne 15 Sports Director Glenn Marini. Local sports coverage you can count on.
Yeah. I'm always ready when it's game time.
That's probably going to be more juice this week. I don't doubt that this team can do it again.
See if they can stop us, see if we can stop them.
You can earn your respect, I'ma take mine. In a lane of my own, I'm in a zone. Yeah, I'm forced to be reckoned with the rebel with the throne.
I think winning prepares you for the playoffs.
They want to win as bad as we do.
You just want to get that championship.
I'm ahead of my time. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was nasty out there. We're still thawing out. Got to have the toboggan on for that. But speaking of hot, for the fourth time in a row, the ACAC title comes down to a rivalry game here in Week 9. Adams Central and Woodland set for a conference clash in Woodburn. Jets ranked second in the state in 1A, Warriors 15th in 2A, and Andy McDonald spent a soggy night out at Etzler Field. He joins us with your game of the week. Andy.
Apparently my beanie's back in the sports office drying out. Thanks, Glenn. Those numbers, they tell the story. The last 4 times Woodland and Adams Central have played, the point differential just 5. Woodland scored 103 over the last 4 against AC. The Jets, on the other hand, 98 against the Warriors in that same time frame. Woodland at Adams Central. Well, Adams Central at Woodland. It's your Highlight Zone game of the week. If the Jets win, they finish undefeated and take the conference outright. If the Warriors win, on the other hand, they split the conference championship with Adams Central. Early on, first quarter, Logan Macklin, Mighty Mouse, 5'7", 11 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown. He found the end zone every single game this season. Sloppy night, though. Limiting mistakes would be key. Warriors quarterback Ben Reedy picked off on the scramble by Chase Peterson. That sets up this Jets offense. They're potent. The very next play, Parker Bates completed 2 passes all night. This is one of them. Big one. Colton Yergler. That's what we call a Jets highlight. 14-0. And what's a highlight for AC without a Bailey Sprunger field goal from 26? And of course, he drills it straight through the uprights. Then you'll see for the Warriors, getting the offense going just a little bit. Sebastian Spieth up the middle. He'll be tackled, and this was ruled down, but the Warriors, they couldn't get in the end zone. They wouldn't get any points out of it. 17-0 in favor of AC at the half. And the Jets, they spread it around after the break. Jalen Hammond powers in for 6. Adams Central completes that undefeated regular season as they take the ACAC title 31-3 over Woodland.
Being able to go back-to-back this year meant that much more to us. And this group of guys, we've been playing together forever. And ever since we were little, we talked about winning championships. That's all we want to do.
Yeah, we have a lot of weapons, but they're definitely good players. And, yeah, it meant a lot, but I think we have a lot better goals in mind.
How much is this team not satisfied with just an ACAC, with maybe just a section?
Well, that is this team. They definitely want to do something.
Watch out, head coach. Adams Central opens 1A sectional play at Northfield next Friday, while Woodland opens 2A postseason at Bremen. Glenn, back to you.
All right, coming into the night, 3 teams with a mathematical shot at winning at least a share of the SAC's victory bell. The easiest equation, though, if Dwenger beats Norfolk, the Saints are the SAC champs. They led 26-7 at half against the Bruins. Third quarter, Brendan Lytle to Griffin Eifert. Apparently his family's pretty athletic. His sister Morgan was a cheerleader at Dwenger. I don't know about the rest of the family, but you know she was good. 33-7, Dwenger in the lead, and Jason Garrett, an SAC title in his first season. Well, yeah, why not? Peyton Davis up the middle here, 11 yards on the touch, and Dwenger in the lead and looking good. Now you've seen the defense do it for Dwenger all year. They seal it here. Connor Crispman with the interception as Dwenger wins this one 40-13. They are your SAC champs.
Our coaches has had great game plans. Having these new coaches and stuff, we just fought through every single game. Couldn't take any team lightly. It feels amazing. I mean, have that bell here feels great.
Well, it means a lot to our program. It means a lot to a lot of alumni. I got several texts and emails wishing us luck today, and to everyone out there, this is for everybody. This is for all the alumni, our program, our great student section out here in the rain and the cold. So it means a great deal.
Dwenger's first SAC title since 2015. They open sectional play next week at Logansport. Well, this victory bell here, it's going to be heading to Dwenger, but for the past 2 years, it's been property of the Snyder Panthers. Panthers facing Bishop Luers 14-all at the half. Anias Lockett, though, in the third quarter, he had 27 carries for a $104, and it was 20-14 Snyder. Snyder's defense doing it too. Tavarion Scott, baby Bam, with the tackle for loss right there. Later in the third, Jordan Presley. He's not just an offensive player. Watch JB come in, make the tackle for loss there, but then it's Snyder's favorite game show, Name That Dellinger. John Barnes Jr. to Addison, no. To Zenden, no. To Simon, yeah. Simon Dellinger, the touchdown. Snyder wins this one over Luers, 33-14. Wayne had an outside chance of winning a share of the SAC coming in. A win over Carroll, it certainly wouldn't hurt those chances. Third quarter action, it's 14-10 Generals. Carroll, Gavin Vogt at quarterback, faking the handoff, takes it himself, ball pops out. Nathan Hara, though, Johnny on the spot to jump on it. It's a first down for the Chargers. 2nd and 10 on the 16. Vogt on the carry, brought down by Desmond Davis and Xavier Ellington. The Generals still leading 14-10. In the fourth, you're going to see Keyshawn Fields chewing up clock up the middle as the Generals go on to win this one by 1. It's 14-13, Wayne over Carroll. After hanging 47 on Carroll last week, Concordia trying to roll that momentum over against Northside. This one, yeah, like all the first halves, kind of sloppy. Alex Holiday Robinson in the first quarter with a first down right there, but Northside would miss the field goal. It was 0-0 after 1. Second quarter, Jake Bird back in action for the Cadets. He hits Tyler Grossman down the sideline here, down to the 7, but Concordia would miss the field goal later on that drive, still 0-0. Later in the second, it's that Concordia defense. Michael Fairfield making the stick up the middle. That's a tackle for loss. And then right before the half, Concordia would get on the board. Jake Bird to Jaron Kinding as Concordia wins this one 21-10 at Northside. Final stop in the SAC, Southside with its last chance to get a win in the regular season. Archers hosting Homestead. And, well, Homestead generally likes to air it out, but they went to the ground tonight. Braden Hardwick picking up 30 yards on that first down run. Later on the drive, though, it stalls because of this. Ronnie Moore with the good hands right there for the Archers. That's an interception. Ball to the Archers, but Caleb Aquino, it would be called for intentional grounding there. It's a safety. 2-zip Homestead in the lead. And then in the second quarter, Jake Archbold, the quarterback keeper for a score, and Homestead goes on to win this one by a final of 29-0. So a conference champ crowned tonight in the SAC, and the same can be said for the Three Rivers Conference. Coming up after the break, Southwood ranked 3rd in 1A. The Knights try and take the TRC crown against Tippy Valley. It's a game that would go into OT. We got the highlights. We're going to hit up every game in the Northeast 8, see if East Noble could run the tables in the conference, and Angola looks to finish perfect in the regular season for the 2nd year in a row. All that and more up next.
Rain, rain, go away, but not you. Stay tuned for more Highlight Zone.
We got the great opportunity to win our 2nd conference. This conference, the way it is now, has only been in existence 4 years, 4th year, right? So we'll have half of them, right? So where do they play football at in this conference? Southwood. Play football at Southwood, guys.
Hey, that was Southwood head coach Dave Snyder. You can hear more from him Wednesday at 6 in your Highlight Zone 2-minute drill. Speaking of Southwood, as he alluded to, it was title time at Sherman Wagner Field. Tippecanoe Valley won the North Division of the Three Rivers Conference. Southwood won the South Division. Those two squaring off in the title game. I like the way they do it in the TRC. First quarter, no score. Tippy Valley moving the football, but Dawson Phillip going up high for the interception. That would basically save a score right there. Later in the first, Southwood doing it offensively. You saw the D. How about the O? Gabe Lloyd's been doing it all season for the Knights. He goes up the gut from 8 yards out, and the Knights take a 7-zip lead. Second quarter, Tippecanoe Valley getting on the board here. Alex Morrison in from short distance to tie it. This was a great football game. Southwood goes on to win it 21-20 in OT. They are your TRC champs. In the Northeast 8, East Noble locked up the conference title last week. The Knights looking to finish undefeated in conference with a battle versus Belmont. First quarter, East Noble's Caden Harshberger runs it in for the TD, and after the 2-point conversion, the Fighting Amstutz lead at 8-0. There's the Prince of Decatur right there. Later in the first, East Noble, that's just, how tonight was. slipping on the kickoff, giving Belmont good field position. You can't do that when Jonathan Wilder's running the show. He hits Eric Jacobs here. That's a touchdown. But Bailey Parker, what a breakout season it's been for him in Kendallville to Gage Ernstberger. That's a touchdown, and East Noble does finish undefeated in conference play, 44-12 at Belmont. Both DeKalb and Leo 4-2 in conference play coming into the night. Second place in the NE8 on the line at Lions Field. We pick it up in the second quarter, and someone finally gets something going. A.J. Restivo to Grayson LaRoque. He's down at the 35, and then on the same drive, it's Peyton Wall. You've seen him plenty of times on the highlight zone this year. Wall bouncing to the outside. He gets it to the 5, and that would lead to this. Alex Workman, the workhorse for this Leo offense, into the end zone, 7-0 Lions. And guess what? That's the only touchdown in this ball game. It's Leo over DeKalb, 7-0. Meanwhile, New Haven looking to bounce back after a loss to East Noble. The Bulldogs at Huntington North. It was 14-7 Vikings at the half, and, well, that's why. Rick Bernal has to love it. The Viking D swarming in the backfield. Pretty impressive, but they'd like to have this one back. Terrion Folks takes the handoff here for the Bulldogs, and he is gone, the 5'9" senior. Not big on the roster, but playing big tonight. A huge touchdown run, and that knots it at 14 all. But in the fourth, this was a ball game. Brett Kaler, the QB keeper, for a touchdown, and that is your game winner. Huntington North takes down New Haven 21-14 at Craig Baum Field. Well, we wrap up the Northeast State down in Ossian, Norwell, and Columbia City. First quarter action, the youngster, Gregory Bolt. Only a freshman, but watch him put some zip on this football. Yeah, that didn't look like a freshman throwing it. Doug Hill with the first down reception. Later on the drive, you saw Columbia City in the air. How about Columbia City on the ground? Michael Sievers fights in for the touchdown to make it 7-0. Second quarter, you're going to see Norwell offensively get some things going. It's Eli Riley to Levi Leidig. It's a first down, but it wouldn't be Norwell's night. The Knights fall to Columbia City 15-14 in overtime to win for the Eagles. Well, we started tonight in the ACAC. Now we're back to it. 1A number 8 South Adams at Southern Wells. This is Jed Perry for Southern Wells. And in the first quarter, Perry breaks free down the sideline. He gets into the red zone, but Southern Wells would not be able to convert on that drive, still 0-0. Later in the first, it's James Arnold with the QB keeper, and he is in. Watch him fight his way in. 7-0 Starfires in the lead. You're going to see Southern Wells, Coleman Beeks making some plays here, forcing a fumble. Yeah, they would rule it a fumble. Southern Wells recovers, but South Adams had its way tonight. Starfires win it 41-7 in Penedo. After winning their first game last week, Heritage looking to keep it going against Jay County. They were feeling fancy and a little bit dancy out there on that new turf. Perfect night to play on that new turf, but Parker Grimes fumbles, and the ball, is in Heritage's hands. 22-13 Jay County at that point. Later in the third, it's Ryan Schlechte. And Schlechte, you saw him around the corner and then turns on the speed down the sideline. He goes. That's a Jay County touchdown, 30-13 Jay County on top. Fourth quarter, watch Hunter Grant Mueller. It's not right there, but it's coming up right here. The great move past the defender. A good juke. Jay County, though, coming up big with another Schlechte touchdown run here as Jay County goes on to beat Heritage 42-20 in Monroeville. Some quality non-conference action at Fred Park Field. 5-3 Lakeland, 5-3 Bluffton. Gage Paulus had himself a night. The short touchdown there, 23 carries, 277 yards. Matter of fact, Lakeland had 581 yards rushing tonight. Adam Kreider punches it up. 581 yards rushing, 0 yards passing. You kind of get how that, would work its way out in the final score we're going to show you here in a second. But Robert Malcolm from Gavin King, that's a first down. You'll see Everett Johnson. He's been a grinder for the Fighting Kunkles all season long. But it's Lakeland. I mentioned almost 600 yards rushing. Lakers win it 56-27. Angola looking to finish off their second straight undefeated regular season. The Hornets ranked 5th in 4A this week. They were hosting Eastside, and Angola adding to its lead early. Jarrett Gibson keeping it himself and fighting in for the touchdown. Angola stakes itself to a 14-zip lead in the nasty conditions. Next Hornet possession, why not go back to the well? It's Gibson calling his number from 17 yards out, and Angola leads 20-0. In the second quarter, they keep it rolling. Joel McCurdy, watch him drag a defender into the end zone. Gotta love it if you're a Hornets fan. They're undefeated in the regular season for the second year in a row, 48-7 over the Blazers. With last week's loss to West Noble, Busco now 5th in 1A. The Eagles trying to get things right with Fairfield in town. They would. Tom Richards, Brent Parsons, that's 7 points, and Busco leads 7-zip. It would be a recurring theme, Busco finding the end zone tonight. Nathaniel Keener, you're going to see him find pay dirt to make it 14-zip. That was in the first quarter. Paul Sade's team would not let up. Tom Richards doing it himself here as Busco beats Fairfield 62-8 in Turtletown. Final stop tonight for football. Railroaders trying to build some steam heading into the playoffs. Garrett hosting Central Noble at what was a very muddy Memorial Field. Third quarter, Garrett looking to add to its early 13-6 lead, but Levi Follett's pass picked off by Jacob Gross. That's a touchback. It's a touchdown saver. Still 13-6. Very next play. So the ball's at the 20, right, for Central Noble. Nick Rawls says, give me all 80 of those. Yeah, Rawls. Nobody catches this kid, and that would tie the game at 13. Now, Central Noble in the fourth quarter marches it down the field. They cap it off with who else but Nick Rawls with a short touchdown run. Central Noble leads 20-13. Cougars D seals the win with a late interception here. That's Sawyer Yoder making plays. And Central Noble wins it 20-13. That will do it football-wise. We got your Highlight Zone play of the week, though, coming up after the break, plus the comments as well.
We're the New Lions cheerleaders. Stay tuned for the play of the week. This is the Highlight Zone. Woo!
It's a beautiful night for football. Welcome back to the Highlight Zone.
All right, let's get right to it. Your play of the week actually was out at Spooler Stadium. It's John Barnes Jr. hooking up with Simon Dellinger. Watch the hands. Very impressive there. Touchdown Snyder. Your play of the week coming from the Panthers. Hey, how about the Comets? Their first game of the season tonight down at the Indy Fuel. First period, K's getting on the board first. It's Justin Hodgman, and Haji would have himself a night. Goal on the rebound there. Now in the second period, it was 1-1. You're going to see Taylor Crunk. Peanut butter shelf here as the Comets win 3-1. They're on the road at Cincinnati tomorrow night. And I just want to say this is the end of the regular season, also the end of our producers run, Lorraine Taylor. She's moving on to what apparently is a bigger market in Chicago. Lorraine, hats off to you. We'll see you next week.